Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Hades. So, yes, I know you might be coming here looking for Transport Fever 2. I'm having some technical issues getting the recordings for it stabilized now that the game has grown a little bit larger, so I'm putting that temporarily on the back burner. So for now, let's dive into something that I've been kind of addicted to lately. And this normally isn't my fare. You know me, I normally go for the strategy games, the turn-based, methodical simulation games, management games. This is neither of these. This is an action roguelite by SuperGiant games, and I don't know, just the combination of storytelling, Greek mythology, and just the gameplay modes for it just scratches an itch I didn't even know I had. So I figured, you know what, let's bring it to the channel, see what you guys think of it. How long it sticks around depends on what you guys think of it. So let us dive right in. I'm going to be silent for some of these cutscenes because I happen to like the little story they're telling, even though it is not strictly speaking an RPG. A couple of save slots here. I'm going to start up a new one here.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father.
So the game starts you off right into it. Oh shoot.
Place.
Yeah. 1 second, I gotta update my controls. Okay, I'm good. So we are actually the Zacharias, the son of Hades, and we're trying to get the hell out of hell. We don't want to be here no more. Even though we're the prince of Hades, we don't want to stick around. So it starts you right out in your first attempt to run away from home. Of course, hell is not going to let people go that easily.
Try and stop me.
So, we've got a variety of attacks to us. We can cast a little blood bolt here. We can do sort of an area effect attack here. We got our little dash here to get out of the way. And of course, our regular attack here. Now, this may seem like a fairly simple set of tools, but things... See that there wall slam? So, the game, you can use terrain. Whoop! You can use the terrain to your advantage. Well, you knocked that off. I'm trying to talk. To help, you know, improve your combat, such as pinning them against the wall, and that does more damage when you do that. Or maybe attacking them from afar, or missing. Oh yeah, I only have one of those right now. Yeah, don't want to stay out of the way of his hits there. You get your ammo back when you kill them. Oh yeah, not hitting this column here. See how I'm making the debris fall? That's another tactical thing. So this game, despite being action, has a lot of tactical elements to it. And now we enter into the really fun part, the boons. See, this is a game built and based in Greek mythology. And so, you know, yes, we are the son of Hades, but there are other gods involved with this.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, Zagreus. Why was I calling him Zacharias? I don't know why.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
So, there are all of the other gods of Olympus, Zeus, Poseidon, Athena here, and many others that all want to help you get out of Hades. And they do so by giving you boons. Now, when you get their boons, you have a choice of 3 different boons. There's probably about 12 different potential effects that you could earn per god. So, and these powers sort of stack up with each other and can really make your tool set unique for every run. So that's why, despite it being a roguelike, it doesn't get stale run after run because no 2 runs are the same. So let's see what we got here. Our attack, just our basic sword attack, does 40% more damage and can deflect. You know those little purple bolts that those witches were flinging at me? If I hit one of those, I would send it screaming right back at them. That's what the deflect effect does. That's kind of Athena's thing. Our phalanx shot, our cast, that little red gem we were chucking at people, now damages foes in a small area, does more damage, and the bolt itself can deflect. That's also pretty good. And our dash deals damage and can deflect. I like this one. Because I like to do a lot of dashing and deflecting at the same time. Not a bad idea. So we're going to go for that.
Your power fused with mine. This should be good.
So now when we go dash, see those little shields that pop up around me every time I'm dashing around? We didn't used to be able to do that, so now we can. So we're a little bit stronger. Of course, as you progress through the levels here, things get harder.
Okay. What now?
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for these traps here. Whoops! Get out of here, Tubby. Whoop! Alright, let's see if I... Ha! See? Yeah, that's what a deflect does.
Bye now.
Alright, so one of the items that you can get here are these keys. These are not immediately useful on the run, but they allow you to unlock things back home.
Wonder where I can use this.
Of course, our goal here is to, get out of here, but chances are you're not going to make it out in your first run. Now, another strategic element here is when you're ready to proceed to the next room, oftentimes you will have a choice as to which chamber. So I have to choose which of these symbols. Now, both of these are boons of different gods. I happen to know, just because I played the game previously, that this is Poseidon or Dionysus. In this case, I think I'm going to go with Dionysus. I like him a little bit more than Poseidon in this instance. It's with the sword. Although, with the sword, it's a little better. Of course, you don't get the reward right away. You got to still clear all the enemies. Whoa! The early rooms are very, very easy, but it gets harder and harder every room you go. Whoop! These little things are traps. These little... Yeah, don't want to be standing on those.
That sound. That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Yeah, we'll get in on the revelry here.
Hey there, Zag man. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Dionysus, god of wine. So, let's see what we can do here. So we can do something that turns our cast into festive fog, which instead of it being just a single bolt shot, it turns it into a lobbed area of effect that briefly stuns foes and does 100 damage, which is twice as much as it does now. Here, whenever we pick up nectar, which is one of the sort of key items, we get 20 max life. And it also spawns a nectar for us to pick up right now, which ain't too bad. And then after party, if your hit points are low, restore them to threshold. So normally you don't heal in between rooms or don't heal much. But here, if your health is low, it'll bring you up to at least a minimum of 30% health. So if you get knocked to an inch of your life, you'll regen a bit more. I might actually go with premium vintage here. Because I like these items here, these little bottles here. You'll see what they're used for in a little bit.
Leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here.
So we get one of those.
Who should I give this to?
And it gives us 20 more max HP. We were at 50, we are now at 70. Excellent. I would have just as easily taken the cast one too, but we'll have chances for more boons as we go along. Whoop! Ow! Ooh, got the trap to kill him.
A chthonic key.
Alright, that's 2 keys for us. Alright. Sometimes there's other little goodies that spawn in the rooms that you can interact with afterwards. No such luck in here. Alright, this looks like this room's going to be giving us Monet. Oh, and a whole bunch of these little skulls. I think we're going to do a lot of dashing here. Dashing and AoEs. And just don't land on the pads. Phew.
Okay.
That buff to my dash is really paying dividends here.
Coins.
All right, and we got some cash money in the bank. All right, so we could.
Its own reward.
Yes, thank you very much. So we could go for darkness, which is another. It's like the keys. Darkness is something that helps you get stronger over time, but is not immediately useful for the run at hand. The shop allows you to spend your money. But I don't have that much money, so I think I'm going to go for the darkness. I could use a little of that to help me out.
Numbskulls.
You always have to go and pick up your casts again. But you can do some crazy stuff with that. And it helps melee weapons like your sword have some ranged element to them. Oh, so see the fact that guy's health bar is yellow? My attacks on him aren't stunning him, so I have to be careful. I just can't stun lock him, at least until I got rid of his armor. So he's a bit harder. So the armored foes you gotta be more careful of. Aha! Deflection. Ow!
The underworld's power.
Stupid spikes. Well, at least I got that, but I'm taking hits, and I'm taking hits that I don't need to, and yeah, your hit points are not something that it's not super easy to regenerate. Like, you know, it isn't, there aren't healing potions around every corner like some RPGs. It is a resource to be managed and preserved. Alright, mini-boss time. Ow, that's not a good way to start. Ooh, it's these guys. So they shoot little waves of things here. Ow. Yeah, come on, shoot your wave. I'll let you kill yourselves. Yeah, knock you against that wall. Alright, that takes care of you. Nope. Ha! Hoist by your own petard. Ooh, another Athena buff.
In the name of Hades.
All right, let's see which we got this time. As you can see, these are actually, yeah, 2 of these 3 are completely different. Also, their rarity makes them better than their baseline form, and they can come in baseline, rare, epic, or legendary. Do I want to go with the deflection or my special? Actually, I'm sick of stepping on those traps. I'm gonna go with the traps.
Shield of light.
I'll find different buffs for my cast and my other thing.
Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Yes, that is correct. Let's see. Key or darkness. I tend to value keys a little bit more. Alright, what do we got here? Oop. That deflection is so good. I can tell you, I've played quite a bit on another save file here. So I know some of the enemy patterns here. I did not do this well my first time out in my first save file here. And that's a good sign in a roguelike, where how well you do is not just a combination of the mounting and escalating benefits that you get over time, but also just your naturally grown player skill. This is a Centaur Heart. This is max HP, which would be nice. Yeah, we're going to go for that. More of these guys, huh? Once again, these mass deflects are pretty good for... Ow.
You're mine.
Phew!
Centaur heart. That'll keep me going for a bit.
Alright, so you get 25 max HP, and it gives you those new 25 points as full. Okay, you know, we've been doing a nil. You know what, I'm going to keep going with the keys. If they're going to give me I don't normally see this many keys. Whoa, Nelly. That's a lot of elite witches here. Good thing I can deflect. Ow. I'm glad I took that anti-trap defense power. You, Nelly. He almost got me. Phew! Alright, another key, another doorway here. We will eventually be hitting a boss here. So we could go for more at max HP, or we could go for a Palm of Power, aka pomegranate. Very important in Greek mythology. To upgrade one of our skills. Actually, upgrading my dash deflect might not be a bad idea. So let's go for it. Of course, we got to fight for it. And as you can see, the enemies will start getting more and more numerous. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, they armored the skulls here. You have to break through their armor before you can kill them outright here. Whoa, boy. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Give me that. Give me my kill. Yeah. I am really glad I can deflect here. Oop, get off the spikes. I was hoping to finish them off in style.
So much for them. Delicious.
Alright, so it looks like we can level this up. So this just increases the magnitude. So we do more dash damage, and we still get our
I
deflect.
feel stronger.
So, alright, looks like we're coming into near the end of the level, which they usually give us something. In this case, we have a shop. Alright, we got 250 gold. We can, let's see, the best way to spend 250 gold would be probably the blessing plus the healing. Not quite enough for that. And hey, it's Charon, or Chiron, the boatman of Stygia.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate.
Karen, thank you.
Business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that? You got some sort of wares for sale? Then I'll just have a look around.
Let's see what this shiny thing is over here.
Chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the underworld prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Alright, so let's buy ourselves a blessing.
Hey, what's with that Chiron, man? He's sort of, I don't know, though I am glad he's been of service.
Dionysus is one of my favorites. Alright, our attack inflicts a hangover, which is sort of a damage over time. Or we have access to that trippy shot. One of these two. Let's give him a hangover.
Another. That's right.
And we'll buy some healing. 88 of 95 HP, that's not too shabby.
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Yep, we have to fight one of the Furies.
Come on, mate. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
Alright, let's see if we can actually beat the first area's boss on our first escape attempt. It took me about a dozen to beat her. Well, maybe not quite a dozen, but maybe, about 10 or so attempts before I finally beat her. But you used to get better over time.
A man after my own heart.
Alright, so she's got a lot of attacks up her sleeve. Like that. Ow. Whoa! Back away when she's about to... Ow. Now we are... Ow. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna go.
Didn't work.
Hey, get away from the cookies. Ow. Should have been dashing. Unfortunately, I can't deflect those. Ow. And I didn't think we would be able to beat her on our first attempt. But the fact that we got to her on our first run was pretty good. So, this is a roguelike. For those of you not familiar with the roguelike, you lose pretty much everything you gain during the run, except for those keys, the bottle of nectar,
Yes,
the darkness.
everyone, don't mind me.
But all of the boons that we got, all that other stuff, and also all of our gold, gone. We have to start again anew. But we are now more familiar with the game, and also we'll be able to use the things that we did get to keep to make ourselves a little bit stronger. And next time we go out, we'll be able to run and grab ourselves some new buffs here. So let's go meet the denizens of the house and see what we can do with these keys and our various keepsakes here.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Indeed.
Back already?
And there's dear old Dad.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Well, we did knock over a lot of those columns.
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
Puppy! Alright, so, you know, there's a Twitter account that is dedicated to basically saying, can you pet the dog? And they analyze any video game that has a dog in it, and they say, can you pet the dog? And in this game, I think they get a pass.
There's a good boy.
I like this rendition of Cerberus here. Puppy.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
And one of the things that you can do here is, you know that nectar? You can give some nectar to various characters to get little goodies from them. Goodies that can be used in future runs. So you know what? Let's give our doggy a treat. We're gonna gift that bottle of nectar that we got.
Look what I got for you, boy.
Yeah, happy puppy.
Receives the prince's gift. Another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank you, boy.
So now we got a keepsake. Keepsakes basically allow us to bring little trinkets that modify and give us little bonuses during the run. So that's sort of like a taste in how we can start getting ourselves a little bit stronger.
Returned.
So a famous face here that has ended up in Hades.
See, lad.
Achilles.
Circumstances.
After the heel incident.
Pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
He'll be useful later on in here. Let's take another look around here.
You have come home. Do not despair and hold
Nyx, goddess of the night.
Has the goddess Athena thus been true to her word and her willingness to lend you her support?
Oh heck yeah, she was clutch out there. We would not have made it to the first boss on the first run without Athena's helping us out.
That I'm in.
It gladdens me to hear it. Seldom do Olympians consort with those born of the underworld. Yet your circumstances seemed due cause for an exception. She shall make a powerful ally.
I'll say. I will certainly say. Alright.
I'm back.
So, one of the things that we can use, and this is where we spend our darkness, is we have a magic mirror
Darkness guide me.
that we can invest in some of our darkness into giving us bonuses and benefits and perks. Now, we only have 10 darkness here, but that does allow us to get chthonic vitality, which allows us to heal 1 hit point in between rooms. Not very much, but hey, it adds up. And over runs, we will be able to get more and more darkness and give ourselves more and more permanent benefits.
Now we're talking.
We can also use keys to unlock new categories of perks, but I'd rather max out the ones that I have right now before spending those. Besides, there's something else that I need to use the keys for.
Okay.
So right now,
that pink window there.
we have two weapons at our disposal here. We started out with the sword. All the others are actually one weapon at our disposal. The other 3 are locked behind keys. So we will spend some of our keys to unlock some of our weapons.
There we go. Coronach.
Yeah,
The heart
Coronach.
seeker. Let's deal some depth. Over here.
All of these weapons are famous Greek legend weapons. Coronach the Heartseeker is one of them. So let's see who this guy is.
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Even in the underworld, you have to worry about payroll and group manager structures.
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist.
So this guy's a harmless training dummy, but it allows you to practice all of the different powers of your various weapons. So now that we're equipped with the bow, our play style and fighting style changes drastically. So instead of being up there, up in front with the melee, here we can do a long charge up to fire. Our special attack, instead of being a sort of a personal AoE, now we fan the room. If we time our shot properly, it does even more damage with a power shot. And then if we
Felt that one.
We can do a dash and quick thing. Not the dash strike, not nearly as good as the swords, but man, do we have some range at our disposal here. Also, remember that keepsake that Cerberus gave us? Yeah, this is our things. We can equip one of them at a time. But look at this. If we take this with us, our life total starts out 25 points higher. And the more we use a particular keepsake, the more benefit it gets once it levels up. So in the future, this will once we've done 25 encounters with our carrying the old spike collar, it'll start giving us even more bonus hit points.
Should help.
So that's about all we can do. So once more into the breach. So in our next episode, we will take Coronach out for a spin, see if we can fare a little better. Maybe beat the first axe boss here. If you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!
Thunder. Is that?